Oh, are you vegan? I didn't know. Like, she's told us a million times. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Look at me posting a video regularly. This is a new thing. I kind of like it. Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about the 7 things I think you need to know before you go vegan. As you guys know, I have been vegan now for over a year. It's by far the best decision I have ever made for myself, and I'm loving it. Veganism as a lifestyle is a beautiful thing. I'm super passionate about it. I feel so much healthier. I got some blood test results a while ago and everything is perfectly fine, and I'm on a really good road in life and I couldn't be happier. So veganism is a topic that's being talked about all over the place right now. You're seeing it on the news, you're seeing it definitely on YouTube, you're seeing it on Instagram, you're seeing it on Facebook, you're seeing it everywhere. And as a vegan myself, one who's been one for over a year now, I think I have enough knowledge to be able to spread to you guys. If you guys are thinking about being vegan, if the topic of veganism has been coming up at you a lot recently, here's some things you should know if you do decide to make that decision, and I definitely hope you do. Education is key. This is something that I harp about so much, and I'm sure everyone on my Facebook feed gets super annoyed, but it's so important. Know what you're eating, know where it comes from, know where your money is going to. Every dollar you put into something is a vote for what you believe in. I personally don't believe in the exploitation, torture, slaughter, and rape of animals, and I don't believe that we should be consuming them in the way that we do, or at all for that matter. It is not a necessity, it is simply now a want. This is something that might surprise you guys, but I am actually the only vegan/vegetarian, because I was vegetarian in the past, in my circle, close-knit circle of people. My parents aren't vegetarian or vegan, my boyfriend is not, my best friends are not, no one around me is. This is something that just kind of came about in my own being. Ever since I was little, I didn't want to eat meat. I didn't like the thought of consuming an animal just because I've always had that strong connection to animals. And eventually, as I got older, this vegetarian thing kind of came up in social media. That's the only thing that I know could have persuaded me to go. I know right away going vegetarian was 100% my own, but going vegan, that must have been a social media influence because once again, there was no one around me who was vegan, so I wouldn't have been able to be influenced by that person because they didn't exist. In my opinion, education can be extremely persuasive. There are 3 major films that I advise you watching, most of which are very graphic, so if you are sensitive to things like that, watch and be aware. There are some other videos that are a little bit less graphic, but honestly, you need to see that in order to get what's really going on. It's so important that you know. Don't be a blind consumer. If you care about animals, the biggest one, right? Earthlings is a great film. It absolutely tears my heart apart, and I have a hard time sitting through the entire thing. But if you can get through even a little bit of it, I am 100% certain that it will change your view on a few things. There's also a video on YouTube, I think it's by PETA, and it has Paul McCartney in it, and it is called If Slaughterhouses Had Glass Walls. That is a great video. It's a lot less graphic. It is still extremely graphic and extremely heart-wrenching, but once again, if you care for the animals, those are 2 things that you can definitely watch and I feel benefit from. If you care about your health, I suggest watching Food Inc. It goes into a lot of how most American market food is processed and gives you a better perspective on what really goes into factory farming and the factorization of food in general. There's also a film called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, I believe, but that's more of a I don't know. I think it's more centered around diet, which is not necessarily the way we want to look at things. We want to look at things as more of a lifestyle. But that's something you can check out, and also Vegucated is out there as well. Lastly, if you care about the environment, I strongly suggest you check out also Food Inc. and Cowspiracy. The majority of these films are available on Netflix. Earthlings is not, but you can find it on YouTube, or if you just type it into Google, it is available for free. The second thing you should know is that everyone transitions differently. For me personally, I spent 5 years as a vegetarian and then realized that was not good enough. So once a week I would go vegan, and slowly but surely I just kept growing and growing to twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, until I became 100% vegan. Just slowly cutting out the dairy and egg product and getting them out of my fridge. That's the biggest thing. If they're not in your house, you're not going to eat it, and it becomes a lot more easier. 3, veganism is not a diet. It's a lifestyle. There's a lot of people on YouTube, especially, who say they are living a vegan diet, which is saying that their main purpose for being vegan is to lose weight and to maintain a healthy body figure, which I understand, but that is not what veganism is. That is not the definition of vegan. Vegans do everything we possibly can to not have animal product in our lifestyle. I'm talking not only food, but beauty products, clothing, hygiene products. So, like, as far as detergents and house cleaning items go, everything, we try our best to remove animal products from our lifestyle because we feel it is unnecessary and it is cruel to have those things in our lives. If you want to have a vegan diet, what that is preferably called in the vegan community is a plant-based eating diet, which means you eat vegan, basically you eat plant-based, but your lifestyle is not necessarily vegan. 4, you are going to make mistakes. There's been plenty of times in my vegan journey where I have accidentally eaten something that contains an animal product, and as badly as I feel about that, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. You can't always know what every single ingredient is. They've created such interesting names to hide the fact that it's an animal product, and we're not necessarily going to know all of those, and we're not necessarily going to pull out our phone to type up all of those ingredients and find out if they're animal based or not. The best thing you can do is learn from it and just move on. 5, there is a lot out there, so find what you like and find it fast. I'm still deciding whether I like this brand of Vegenaise over this brand of Vegenaise, or cream cheese is a big one personally, but just find what you like, especially cheese. Cheese is a big one. If you're going to be one of those unnatural vegans who eat still slightly processed foods like soy meat alternatives, stuff like that, find what you like. Cheese is a big one, milk is a big one. I personally like almond milk, Blue Diamond brand. I think that's the best for drinking. And then as far as cheese goes, Kite Hill cream cheese is great, Tofutti cream cheese is great, and as far as slices goes, Chow is the best so far. 6, don't be afraid to ask questions. If you're going out to a restaurant and you don't know if they have vegan options, ask the waiter or ask to speak to a cook in the kitchen. Most places are absolutely 100% accommodating, and sometimes, unfortunately, you're gonna have to bite the bullet and just have like a side salad with a simple vinegar and olive oil dressing. Like, it's gonna happen sometimes. Try your best to always have some kind of snack in your car or in your bag, something like that, so if there aren't any vegan options where you are, you can always munch on something and not feel completely starving throughout the entire day. Also, if you know any vegans on social media or in real life, don't be afraid to ask them questions. We are definitely here to help and definitely here to get you on the right vegan journey for yourself. Number 7, this one is the most important. Don't hide it. Be proud of it. Veganism is something that is becoming a huge reality for our society, and we need all the promotion we can get. So if you're transitioning to veganism, or if you're just having a vegan meal, take a picture of it, post it on Instagram, hashtag it vegan. It does so much more than you think. If someone offers you a food that is not necessarily vegan, don't just brush it off as saying, no, it's okay, I'm just not hungry, whatever. Just tell them, no thanks, I'm actually vegan, I can't eat that. Yes, you're going to get a lot of backlash of, oh, are you vegan? I didn't know. Like, she's told us a million times. Well, obviously you haven't gotten the point and you haven't understood how serious I am about it. So I'm going to keep repeating it until you get the point, okay? Okay. So that's about it. Those are the main 7 things that I can think of. They're really important. Of course, there's so many other things you need to know about veganism. But if you want another part to this video, I will gladly make one because I have a lot in my head that I'm thinking of now, but you know, this video can't be too long. So if you would like a part 2 to this video, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below that you would like that, and I will definitely do that for you guys. But I hope you did enjoy. I hope this educated you a little bit, and I hope it got you on the right tracks to becoming a vegan, because welcome to the fam, right? Yes. And just to add on to that, if there are any things that I didn't cover in this video that you would like me to cover in another one, go ahead and leave those down in the comments as well, and I will try to add them into the next video. That is all, folks, so I hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. I love you. I will see you guys on the flip side.